Okay, people, I was telling you where due process starts in my other videos. And that starts with the rules of professional conduct, and that takes you to the code of judicial conduct. I really got to shut that off. And the rules of professional conduct will lead you to the code of judicial conduct, and that's what the Sixth Amendment gives you, and that's effective assistance of counsel. Okay, so the rules of professional conduct and the code of judicial conduct are mandate. These are laws in a court of law. And I'm just going to read them to you, okay? A lot of people like to argue it. Some lawyers argue this with me, that the American Bar Association model rules of professional conduct do not apply in the state. States' rights to, apply these as they wish, which is wrong. In one of my other videos, I told you any law repugnant to the U.S. Constitution is null and void. It cannot exist. Okay, so just because they took anything out of the model rule of professional conduct doesn't mean it doesn't exist. They just hid it from you. They redacted it, retracted it, omitted it. Right here at the bottom, it says overview. The American Bar Association model rules of professional conduct are a set of rules and commentaries on the ethical and professional responsibilities of members of the legal profession in the United States. Okay, so when you when you go look up the rules of professional conduct and your state comes up, you want to come here too and compare it to see if yours, because I did years ago when I first figured out how to use the internet, and I started going state by state, and I noticed a lot of them it omitted rules. The one I found most disturbing is they omitted Rule 3.8, special responsibilities of the prosecutor. And I'll get into detail about that later. But right now, let's go. Okay. Model rule of professional conduct. Okay, we're going to go to the accept all cookies, preamble and scope, okay? I was telling you about down here. This is law. This is Canada. They I think it's 11. Okay, right here, 12. Okay, now remember, this is guaranteed to you through the Sixth Amendment of the United States Constitution. It's called effective assistance to counsel. Okay, so this applies in every court. Okay, the rules of professional conduct and the code of judicial conduct are universal in every court. There's different courts, state, federal, traffic, child custody, criminal cases, civil cases. I help people in a lot of different areas, and just using the rules and the codes. Okay. So now this is mandatory, people, and nobody's telling you. Nobody's telling you. When it comes to legal reform, you can count on me, like you can count on we. In all my videos, this is a we the people thing. Okay, the legal profession's relative autonomy carries with it special responsibilities of self-government. The profession has a responsibility to ensure that its regulations are conceived in the public interest and not in furtherance of parochial or self-interest concerns of the bar. Every lawyer is responsible for the observance of the rules of professional conduct. A lawyer should also aid in securing their observance by other lawyers. Neglect of these responsibilities compromises the independence of the profession and the public interest which it serves. That's beautiful, isn't it? I always thought it was. People always ask me, criticize me for my lust for literature. I read a lot. I liked books ever since I was a little kid. I learned to read and write before I started school. And I have an inquisitive mind. Smart, I think not. I'm just inquisitive, and I remember a lot of things I read. And I found this in 1979, and I've been preaching about it since. And I was also a preacher for a while, but a different kind of preacher. And, but, you know, as a Christian, I have this "what would Jesus do" attitude. So I started this thing, legal reform, because people were arguing with me about the law. No, I didn't write this. I'm just telling you about it. So I started legal reform in hopes that people would go there for resolution. Okay, I give you the law. That's it. It's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of fact. And when I speak, I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, and you can hold me to the letter of law on that, as I will you in any court of law. It's beautiful to know, people. Know your power. This is not just your constitutional right, it's their constitutional duty. It's the constitutional duty of every lawyer and judge to see to it that everybody abides by the rules of professional conduct and the code of judicial conduct. Failure to do so is violating the oath. Consequences: fines, removal from public service, and incarceration. I just had to make a short one on that. People, it's also the legal obligations of all public servants to do what's in the public interest and maintain the public trust. With every public servant, check their office, their website. Remember, they took the oath to uphold the Constitution, and this is effective assistance of counsel, guaranteed in the Sixth Amendment of the United States Constitution. Any law repugnant to the United States Constitution is null and void and cannot be held up in any court of law. Why is nobody telling you this? Why am I? Because I ain't got nothing but love for you. You know. When I took the Pledge of Allegiance, I didn't pledge allegiance to a flag. I didn't pledge allegiance to a government. I didn't pledge allegiance to a political party, a politician. I pledged my allegiance to we the people.